Some sad news in the world of soccer today as the legendary German captain Franz Beckenbauer passed away. Beckenbauer was more than just a captain of soccer for West Germany. He was also a manager and helped Bayern Munich out in both as a player and as a manager. He's known for being called the modern sweeper or the libero. And he was a defender and sometimes a midfielder too. He could be both positions and all that. Beckenbauer was born September 1945 in Munich. He idolized Fritz Walter, who won the 1954 World Cup with West Germany, and supported 1860 Munich. And anyway, he debuted with Bayern Munich June 1964 and was promoted to the Bundesliga. And Beckenbauer was part of Bayern that were soon a new force in the new German league. They won the German Cup in 67. They won the Cup Winners' Cup in Europe in 67. Beckenbauer went up to become team captain by 1969 and helped their team win the first league title. He experimented with the sweeper rule, as in, a defender that would join up with the play and try to force the issue. Beckenbauer with Bayern Munich was huge, as he helped Bayern win 3 league championships from 72 to 74, and also helped them win the 74, 75, and 76 European Cup, now called Champions League, which got them huge. He was known as their Kaiser by the fans and the media, and all that. However, Beckenbauer was ginormous for Bayern Munich. He would then accept a contract to play in the fledgling North American Soccer League by 1977 with the New York Cosmos playing alongside Pele, as the Cosmos basically used foreign-born players to their advantage. He would play for 4 seasons with the Cosmos, helping them win the Soccer Bowl, aka the NASL Championship 3 times. He would play with Hamburg for 2 years, and strange as it sounded, he helped them win the Bundesliga, or the German league. He would be in 754 club matches, but his international career was when he was a legend. In 1966, he appeared in the World Cup, his first match, and he scored twice against Switzerland in a key 5-0 win. Beckenbauer Beckenbauer was told that he would have to man-mark Bobby Charlton because of how good Bobby Charlton was. And of course, Bobby Charlton, a few months ago, passed away, too. Canceling out each other's play was Charlton and Beckenbauer. England, of course, got the hat-trick by Jeff Hurst. One was a controversial goal. But anyway, Beckenbauer was actually 3rd place on the list of top scorers from a non-attacking position, although they got a hero's welcome. In 1970, things would change and all that, as Beckenbauer actually scored a key goal for Germany against England in the 1970 World Cup in the quarterfinals, down 2-0. Beckenbauer scored in the 69th minute to make it 2-1, which West Germany went on to win in normal time and win that game. West Germany would face Italy in what was known as the game of the century. Unfortunately, he would dislocate his shoulder after being fouled, but he stayed on the field carrying his dislocated arm in a sling. Italy ended up winning the game, the semifinal, but Germany did take 3rd. Beckenbauer was captain of the national side by 1971 and helped West Germany win the European Championship in 1972, beating the Russians 3-0. And then when the World Cup in 74 was hosted by West Germany, Beckenbauer knew he had to lead his team to the World Cup. And they did. They beat Johan Cruyff and the Dutch 2-1. It was huge. Beckenbauer and his fellow defenders man-marked Cruyff, meaning that Cruyff could not do his total football stuff. Anyway, Beckenbauer lifted the trophy and became the first European team to win the European Championship and World Cup consecutively. In 1976, he was captain of the West Germany team that went to the finals of Euro, but lost to the Czechs in the finals on penalties, thanks to Panenka. Beckenbauer would retire from international football once he moved to New York Cosmos. But the weird thing was, Beckenbauer was then named German manager September 1984, helping them get to the World Cup final where Argentina would beat them on a late goal. Beckenbauer would still be in charge of West Germany in 1990 when they went on that run for the World Cup, beating England in the semifinals and then beating Argentina 1-0 on the Andres Brema penalty. Beckenbauer then became the second man in history to win the World Cup as player and manager. Ironically, the first guy, Mario Zagallo, who did it for, well, he lifted the trophy as a member of the 62 Brazilian squad, and then he was the manager in 1970, was the first, and he died the day before Beckenbauer. Didier Deschamps, who was part of France's winning team as a player in 98 and the 2018 manager when they won the World Cup, is the other guy. And he was team captain. Beckenbauer went into club management and was with Olympique Marseille for 1 year. And then he would manage Bayern Munich for a little bit, helping them win the Bundesliga in 94. He was named club president of Bayern, and his management helped them out. He stepped down as president of Bayern in 2009, being succeeded by Uli Hoeneß. Beckenbauer was part of the successful bid by Germany to organize the 2006 FIFA World Cup. Unfortunately, Beckenbauer was in trouble because of his ethics problems and the whole FIFA scandal, so he was banned for a while. He had a lot of tax problems and all that. But his legacy is still huge for being one of the greatest of all time. And he was popular and all that. So, anyway, philosophy. Beckenbauer would be in many FIFA games as a legend. Beckenbauer was married 3 times and had 5 children. So, anyway, he did what he could. Unfortunately, he passed away today, January 7th, 2024, at the age of 78. We'll be back.